Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if this is your first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. We are going to do a March hopefuls video. So if you've been following my account for any time now, you know that I'm knee-deep in developmental edits and I haven't really had a lot of time to read. So I'm hoping that if I make a TBR for March, I can slowly start easing myself into reading again, especially since I'm so close to my editing deadline and hopeful to be finishing very soon. So today we're going to be going over just a few books that I pulled for the month of March. So a couple of things that went into picking these books for March is I wanted to make sure I was pulling them from my TBR card. My TBR card are books that I want to prioritize for the year, and most of these books come from there. I am going to be choosing a couple of books from Kindle Unlimited, and yeah, so let's just hop right into the books that I picked for my March hopefuls. So first things first, I always like to think of like, where is my brain space at? And right now I know I just need quick and easy, and what better way to accomplish quick and easy than with Barbarian's Prize by Ruby Dixon. This is the, gosh, I don't know, fifth or sixth book in the series. I do have this book and then the book after this in physical, but after these two, I'm no longer buying books in this series. I'm just going to read them on KU because I don't see myself rereading this series. I would like to finish it, but there's really no purpose in me to continuing to buy the physical books when I can just read them for free on Kindle Unlimited. This book follows Tiffany. I'll be honest with you, it's probably been 6 or 7 months since my last read in this series, so I don't really know like what the girls are up to or where they're at, but I do know that this is, I think, the only black female on planet Hoth or whatever they call it. This is like, I know, an easy read. This is one that I know I can pick up and probably finish in a weekend and it take no time. So no brainer here. I am going to be reading Barbarian's Prize. Okay, so the next book that I'm going to be reading is Heart Trick by Kristen Granada. Kristen Granada is going to be at a book signing that I am going to be going to. It's not a huge one. It's one that's here in Tennessee in Knoxville, and it's just a one-day signing, and I am super excited to meet this author. I love following her content on social media. It's just so good and so relatable, and she has a hockey series, and I have the first 2 books in the hockey series. I think this is book 1. I think. I'm extremely excited to meet her. I want to read this and then eventually get to the other book that I have on hand of hers, just so I can read something before going to this book signing. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what type of writing she does. I love seeing her little teasers and spoilers on social media, so I am super excited to get to this book, and I cannot wait to read another hockey romance. So the next book that I'm going to be reading for the month of March, it is being pulled from my self-destruct stack. If you watched my organization video, you will know that I have a list of books that I need to read before the end of the year or get rid of them. And this book is on that list, and that is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I am equal parts excited, equal parts nervous to read this book. I think I said in a previous video that I don't know a ton about Greek mythology, and anytime that I've read it or it's been featured in books, I tend to like it. Sometimes I get a little bit thrown off, but I know that this is like a darling of the book world, and I do know that it's a sad girl book, so I'm very curious if this is one that I will like. I will say I'm getting more excited to get into it. I don't really know what to expect though. I don't know the story of Achilles, and I really did not know the story of Patroclus. I think that's how you pronounce it, but from my reading of Wicked Beauty, I know that the two have a history together, so we shall see. I am gonna go in this with like an open eyes, and hopefully I will definitely wait until I'm in like the best mind state to consume this, because I know it's probably a little heavier material, and I'm even thinking about doing a reading vlog of this just because I know it's such a beloved book that I think it would be fun to read it and record my thoughts as I'm going through it, but we'll see. I'll play that by ear. And then the last physical book that I have pulled for the month of March, I have on the TBR because I did not get a chance to get to it in the month of February, unfortunately, and that is Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. I really need to finish this book, like, for myself, for the sake of me. I need to finish this book. I have been anticipating the story of these characters in this book. I have seen them in the past two books and I love them there, and I cannot wait to get to them in here and just see how their story unfolds. So yes, Hookshot is the last physical book on my March hopefuls list. Okay, so the next two books that I picked for the month of March is on my Kindle, and they are a part of KU. And the first book is going to be Phantom by H.D. Carlton. So if you are a fan of the Haunting Adeline universe, Phantom follows the story of Adeline's grandmother, whose fate is almost exactly the same as Adeline's. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than like I'm kind of excited to be back in this world and to meet the woman who, what's the word, who, like, I don't want to say guided Adeline in her story, but like you see bits of her story in Haunting Adeline, and to see what happens in real time and like really know what happens with these characters and not just like go off of diary entries. I'm just excited to see what she does in this world. It is set back in I think the 50s. I'm not 1000% sure on that, so we shall see, but I'm very curious of like what elements she's going to bring into the story. So yeah, Phantom by H.D. Carlton. And then the last book that I've added to my March hopefuls list is The Problem with Falling by Brittany Cherry. Brittany Cherry is another author who is going to be at the book signing I'm going to in June, and I'm very excited to meet her. She is one of the only Black authors that are going to be at that signing, so of course I have to read it. But this book in particular is one that she just recently released at the end of January, so I will be starting with her most recent work, and I'm excited to get into her backlist and learn more about her and her writing style. I know there was another book that I just recently put on my TBR because I saw people talking about it on TikTok. I don't really know what people classify her writing style or like the type of books that she writes as, but I'm excited to learn more about her, and hopefully I just love it. So those are all the books that I plan to read in the month of March. Hopefully, Lord willing, I get through this editing phase smoothly and timely and my brain opens up to take in more stories and characters. I know I mentioned a couple of times in this video that I will be attending a book signing, and that book signing is the Meet and Greet Cute signing that's happening in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm super excited. I do know that it's only like 27 authors. There are still tickets available if you live in the surrounding area and would like to come. If you are already attending that signing, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to do a meetup if it is possible. If you have read any of the books that I've mentioned in this video, please let me know. If you have made it this far in the video and you don't have anything else to say, leave me a basketball emoji for Hookshot. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please make sure to do so. And if you like the content that I'm providing here, please make sure that you share with your friends, family, and all your bookish community so that we can continue to grow our reading family here. That will be all from me today. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!